What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 8th episode of the God of Highschool. This one's titled Close/Friend. Interesting. I wonder whose friend they're going to be referring to. Close friends. Is it going to be our main characters? Is it going to be some side characters? I don't know. Well, we've got more fights coming up, so it could be relating to the next group that we fight against. But anyway, last time Nationals kicked off. We're facing, I apologize to anyone who's Korean, the North Chungcheong regional champions. So Mori is up first, tries a new acupuncture technique that he got taught by, the medic guy, not the medic guy, what am I on about? The old guy that we've, one of the 6 that we've come to learn of. Where's his name? I seem to have lost it in this list somewhere. Maybe he's not even on this list. Anyway, yeah, is it Bong Chim? Sure, let's just go. Yeah, Bong Chim, that's his name. You try to use that, but he does it incorrectly. Complete paralyzes himself and loses the first round. Bit disappointing. I feel like going for the gags right now. I mean, first round of the Nationals, okay, get it out with now. But, like, that's something that you do in, like, regionals, right? You have your jokes with your combat. Yeah, I'd rather see a bit more serious side from Mori now, but especially since he's meant to be the Tiger Cub or whatever, and he's meant to be one of the key candidates, if not the candidate, to whatever Park is all about. I really don't know where he's going to go with this. But then we get to see Dawi beat the absolute crap out of Jin Pum Wang. Again, sorry for pronunciations. I'm just going to call him Jin. Who has a very interesting backstory. Like, a very interesting backstory that kind of brought all these 3 of the national champions, or of their regional champions together. It was a very, very good character backstory to have. Like, this guy who, he's not that smart, but he's hardworking and he has good morals, and he knows that, like, he wants to persevere and continue on, and, like, his lessons that he then passed on to, what's-her-face? Zhang Zhangmi, who's a kendo user, and ultimately fights Mira and loses to allow our main 3 to advance. It was just a very nice way to tie those characters together and have a good message out of it as well that actually had emotional impact and was very well done. I didn't expect that much detail for our fighting groups. I wonder if they're going to keep that level of having a backstory up for every group that we face as main characters. I doubt they do that for all 9 teams in this regional tournament, because there is 9 teams. Our guys have to fight an extra fight compared to everyone else, because there's this one lone team that doesn't have an opponent, doesn't fit into this 8-team setup. So found that kind of interesting. You can see that in the OP when they do the tournament layout. There's just this one team up top. I don't know if that's our I don't know if that's the team that Jagal is part of, but he's an important character in all of this. I'll get onto him in a minute, but we then had Commissioner Q seemingly killed by Drake, the assassin, from Nox, but then it turns out, no, he really wasn't even that close, and almost kills Drake back, but is interrupted by 2 priests of Nox, being a cult, priest, religious terminology, called Saturn, and the subtitles called him Exley, but everywhere else I read it's called Axley, so I don't know if that's just a translation thing or whatever, but I'm calling him Axley just because that's the easiest way to find him named elsewhere outside of the subtitles. And there was a big fight between them as Commissioner O arrived as well after noticing that Q's band had come off. And that was a good fight where they fled, taking a pretty big injury to Saturn, I think. I think it was the girl Saturn that got injured quite badly, and then Axley fled. And then Drake just suicide bombs, but they're fine. Drake's probably gone now. Yeah, we also found the severed arm of Grandpa, Jin Taijin, which might imply that he was being captured in some way. Although I think, didn't we see his arm get cut off in his fight scene? Did we see that happen or not? I can't remember. If it didn't, it would have been when the massive sword came down. That's probably what took his arm off, if anything, let's be real. And then we come to Jegal. We see a brief moment of his match and the brutal strength in which he utilizes, summoning a huge, like, megalodon shark to just brutalize the guy that was trying to please grandfather and had the maid come along with him. Yeah, it's a shame. I like that maid character a lot, but I guess we're not going to see much of her now. That's two of my favorite new characters that they introduced have gone already, so that's nice. But yeah, we know Jagal's going to have importance because of the OP. Whether it's beyond the tournament setting, or if he's going to have an importance in the actual main Jakaliki story, or Chariok story, I don't know. But we know he's been in this since the very beginning. Like, he wasn't just added into the OP at the Nationals portion, like some other characters have been, because they updated the OP for Nationals. He's been consistent since episode 1. So I wonder if he has more impact than anyone else. So I'm keeping an eye on him, because he's going to be important. Anyway, long recap over. Let's get into episode 8 here, shall we? Close/friend. As always, these are time-based reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play, and then on play, you start the episode, and I'll start the episode. We'll all be in sync. Watching the official Crunchyroll version, because that's where it's licensed here in the UK, US. If you're not from there, check where you would normally get Crunchyroll-based shows in your region. I know countries have their like alternatives where if Crunchyroll gets it, it's usually this licensor then gets it, but check on that, or just use a VPN. VPNs are fantastic, and geo-locking restrictions like licensing deals, it seems like an old practice that I don't know how is still going. I feel like with the advent of the internet, I don't know how geo-blocking still has much reason to exist, especially with VPNs. But anyway, yeah, link to it is in the description below if you want to see the actual Crunchyroll link and you have a VPN, that'll work out. So, with all that said, let's get into episode number 8, did I say? I think I said 8. Yes, episode 8. I'm with it today, as you can tell. In 3, 2, 1, play. Crunchyroll Originals. Ooh, hello. What's going on here? Oh, this is, yeah, Bong Chin or whatever his name is. I mean, that's what he wants. He may be... Okay. Questionable. Oh, damn. OP time. But are we just implying that kid dies because of Jegal's attacks? Oh, boy. That's significant. God, I love Soapy so much. I doubt they'll have updated this since last time, because last time was a major change to all this, but... yeah, the different announcer, there's Jegal. God, I love this opening. And then, yeah, Jegal features quite prominently, for some reason. Yeah, we still got Hoodie Guy to go. We're going to see the other commissioners get involved as well. Alright, here we go. Close/friends. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, you did. Alright, bunch of characters. Alright, side characters fighting. How much of this are we gonna see? Oh, hello, hoodie guy. Oh, hello. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Also, they're both parks. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not with Mushin Park or not, but we'll see. Oh, damn, dude's stacked. Alright, here we go. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. I might have a new favorite. Mm-hmm. Now it's his turn. Mm-hmm. Oh, he got suspended for it. Okay. Yes. Yes. He's focused, though. No, he wasn't focused, he was spacing out. Okay. Difference. Why are you spacing out? That's a look. Alright. Did you only roll up 1 foot? Oh, hello. Tiger Cub? Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Interesting, okay. It's not gonna work, is it? Nope. Oh boy. I was expecting a nut shot there. This is an interesting fighting style. That was good. Taekyon, okay. Taekyon, apparently it's an old style. I'll look that up. Okay. Can you stop calling him a cherry? Oh, here we go. Jack Leakey. Seems very... almost seems out of control, almost. Taekyon. Yeah, no, you didn't hit him. Ooh. Dude's out. Yep. Alright. Mm-hmm. Oh-ho, okay. So now we have the link. So now Mori's linking to... yeah, okay. Yes. Not anymore. Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. What? Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot on his mind that he's not telling anyone. That's a weird edit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we have one. Holds up his arm. No. Alright. Yeah, this is where we saw them fight. Hmm. Yep. But almost certain because he's important. It's a high confidence, but I think in this case it's warranted. Oh, hello, Park. Uh, just, huh? Okay. Actually, that's true. He was watching TV when we were first introduced to him in the end of 6. Whoa. Okay. Ho ho ho. That's a pose. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. How do you know him? Outbreak. Okay. And we back. 14 years ago. Okay, this is quite a ways. What is this procession down here? What is this procession? Ah, okay. Hmm. Oof. That's pretty rough. Oof. Ha. Just Mori there. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I see. Interesting. Ah, complicated. Oh. Oh. Jagal, okay. What's your deal? Oh, okay. There's backstory between these two even more than what we already knew. Okay. Yeah, no shit. That too, but hmm. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do need to improve. Huh? What is this about? Oh, okay. Oh, damn. Okay. I mean, yeah. Like, how did you see this going any other way, mate? I mean, what did happen to Bongsa, though? Did Park just sacrifice him or not? Oh, okay. Wife and kid are alive. Oh, okay. So Bongsa is still dead, but the wife and kid are alive. Okay. Oof. Will the dude make it to a year? I like P. Uh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Alright. Mm-hmm. Alright. You want to be there to help if needed. Hmm. Okay. What, Nox, I'm guessing? There they are. Crazy cult. Alright. Oh. Okay, no limit. And there is a traitor here still, yeah. We established that last time that there might be one. Destroy the key that threatens gods. Obtain the key that will bring down God. Okay. Both sides are after the same thing, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oof. The timing. You say that. Aww. I mean, understand, the kid's had everyone important in his life leave out of his control. Dad died, mother left. Grandpa is now leaving as well. Like, dude had a rough childhood. And that's why the friends got the message thing, because they know it's his birthday. And they're here, I bet. Yep, there it is. Sure, your friends will celebrate. Interesting. It's an interesting thing to include in that. I wonder if someone purposely sent that or if that's just a feature of it. Ooh. Oh, don't make me hungry. Oh, damn. Yeah, you can. Okay, he's a foodie. He's a foodie. You're gonna get beat, dude. Oh, hello. Nice. Gonna ask? Okay. Forbear of it. Yep. Yeah. How's that gonna work then? Those two versus three. Who's gonna take the double? I wonder. Wonder how it's gonna work with that situation. Right, and that should be the end here, I think. Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's a letter. Suspicious. Oh boy. Okay, well that's a cliffhanger to leave it on for next time, isn't it? Alright. That's gonna be a problem. It's good ED as well. I like this ED. That was a good episode. Glad we cleared up that Bonks' wife and children aren't dead. I wonder who the new announcer is, though. Seems to be another commissioner of some description. And seemingly trusted by Park. I mean, seems an obvious candidate for a traitor, since they've only just showed up now. But it also feels like... It also feels like, no, that wouldn't be the case. Need to think about it more. Alright, is that it? Yep, that's it. We don't even get next episode's title, do we? Nope, just the Crunchyroll logo. Okay. That was good. So yeah, I don't think the new announcer is going to be the traitor, because they kind of implied that the traitor was apparent because of the attack on Bongsa and Q. Like, they kind of established that's probably why they had a traitor. So him just showing up now wouldn't make sense. Q is not going to be the traitor, because he's too upfront about everything he does, and he was the target of it, so he probably wasn't a traitor either. Of the other commissioners, I don't think Commissioner O would be the traitor. Seems to have a good, strong link to Q. But then we do have these other two commissioners that we haven't really explored too much. I wonder. Maybe there isn't a traitor, and they're just assuming just because it would make sense for there to be a traitor for them to know that information. I don't know. And yeah, something's... So there's a history between Park and Zhegal. Okay, now how am I going to say Park? Like, is he related to... Actually, no, I shouldn't say this just in case I get an answer. I'm wondering if the contestant Park is related to Mujin Park. I mean, it just seems an odd coincidence to have all these parks together, right? Like, we've got 3 parks here, because we've got Xiong'a, I don't know how to say your name, but the female that just straight up knocked that dude clean out. She and Ilpyo are cousins, so we know there's a relation there. I wonder if they're then linked to Mujin Park or not. I don't know how they would be, but I wonder if there is a relation there. So I guess we'll see as time goes on if there is that relation. Right now, I don't want to know... I don't want any comment to let me know just in case it is a spoiler, because it's like... I just want to wait until they confirm it or not. Zhegal. He's an interesting one. I wonder what's... Hang on, what was the line that he said as he was punching him? As Park was punching him, rather. Yeah, he said, I don't care if you hate me. Say you're sorry. Park seemed to have the upper hand on him at that point, though, quite convincingly. Which is interesting. I wonder what his deal is. I wonder what he did to Ilpyo that's actually made him react like that. Interesting. I can't wait to see more of Jigal because it's Kenjiro Tsuda doing the voice acting. I love Kenjiro Tsuda. I really do. I've said it multiple times on this channel's history because I got truly acquainted with him thanks to It Invaded in winter, and since then I've been on the lookout for his voice everywhere now. He's one of the few voice actors that I can actually remember names and roles and things associated to a voice. It's rare that I can do that, so I want to see more of Jigal just for that reason, but also his character intrigues me as to why he's so important here. Like, obviously he's an incredibly powerful Shakuiki user, hence the Megalodon that comes out behind him. And Ilpio is important because he has ties to Taijin. But from there... And yeah, the tiger, I'm going to guess that's an insignia from the army from his time in the army. I wonder what war... I assume they served a war together. Wondering what war... When was the Korean War? Roughly. '50s, okay. Interesting. Okay, so if it was in the 50s, assuming they were in their at least their 20s, that would make them... be theoretically that's possible. Assuming this is set modern day, which I believe this is meant to be set in modern day, like modern day Korea. In theory, yeah, they could have been serving in the Korean War together. That would make a bit of sense. If we're going to assume that they're going to be talking about, like, actual wars, maybe. I don't know if they're going to use actual real-life wars as reference for when they would have been fighting, but Korean War would make sense. If they wanted to go a bit more recent, maybe Vietnam, but why would they be serving in Vietnam? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so that's interesting. I wonder if that Tiger Cub thing was just something that the grandpa brought along from those days, or has even more special meaning. Maybe it just became his symbol that he got known for, and he stuck with it. I don't know. But he's seemingly captured now, and Mori is, of course, going to... Well, okay, here's the thing. What is Mori going to do? He's just had this experience with his friends, celebrating his birthday and being reminded that he has friends that truly do kind of care for him at this point. Is he going to be still single, when it comes to his grandpa at least, is he going to be single-minded to go, I must save him, and immediately go there? Is he going to consult his friends at all, or consult anyone about it? That's the question. I think we're still early enough in his development that he might just rush in on his own. I think he's still at that stage of his character that he would rush in. And I assume this is absolutely a trap because, like, people are suspecting him of being the key. I mean, there's multiple key candidates here, like Ilpyo, Jiagao, Mori, Dawi. I think Mira has been kind of, like, written off as a key candidate right now. I don't think Mujin has specifically stated that she might be a key candidate. I think he confirms that she's an interesting one to watch, but I don't know if that's as a key candidate or not. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess anyone in this tournament could potentially be a key candidate, right? Because I think that's the whole point of the tournament, right? To get all these people to be fighting people and getting as strong as they physically can and pushing their limits to see who can truly unlock the potential unlock key. Get it? And truly see it. Whether there's only one key, I don't know. If it is, it's Morijin. Let's be real. The main character. He's gonna be the key, if anyone. Just a case of if there's multiple or not. I mean, the special eyes, like, you're a main character with special eyes like that, it's like, come on, you're gonna be the key that everyone's talking about, more than likely. And then the actual fighting style that I wanted to look up is Was this it? Was it Taekyon? Is that what it was called? Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, Taekyon. Taekyon. Traditional Korean martial arts. Fluid dynamic foot movement called pumbalgi, or stepping on triangles, applying both the hands and feet at the same time to unbalance, trip, or throw said opponent. Hands and feet are always used together. Okay. There are various organizations that still exist in Korea today. Yep. Taekyon in popular culture. It mentions God of Highschool, in fact. The champion Lee Sin from League of Legends apparently has something from modern Taekyon. Interesting. Okay. 1846. Earliest written source is just prior to the 1800s. Okay. Cool. Alright, so yeah, that was a good episode. Very much enjoyed that. Oops. I'm looking forward to see how Mori responds to this, well, invitation to come save his grandpa. I don't think it's going to go well. But we are getting close towards the end now, don't forget. This is a 13-episoder, thankfully. So we've still got 5 episodes left. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're not really entering the end stages of it yet, but we're ramping up a little bit. Mori's going to start coming into contact with more and more of the Nox cult as time goes on. So it's going to be a case of when does he unlock his Chakuriki? When do any of them unlock their Chakuriki? That's what's going to be important here. So, be interesting to see and how they manifest it. Because so far, almost all... Well, a lot of the applications of Chakuriki have been manifesting as some sort of entity behind them that they can then utilize to attack. Like a persona sort of thing. And that's cool to an extent because they're showing the breadth of what you can do. I mean, you can have a Megalodon, you can have a Joker with a scythe and all these sorts of things. I'd like to see something a bit more original for our main cast in the way they utilize it. Because the main thing I think that application of Chakuriki does to the detriment of this show is that this show kind of prides itself and has really shown its ability to incorporate martial arts into it. As soon as you add Chakuriki to that, those characters suddenly no longer have any martial arts, or very limited martial arts applications. It's all about utilizing their power to fight for them instead. And what I said in like episode 4 or 5 maybe, when they were first showing, when Chakuriki was first shown to be like the persona thing in the back, I think it was when Q first unleashed it, I said that I would very much appreciate if, at least in some form of Chakuriki, at least early stages maybe, our main characters would use it to infuse their martial arts attacks with Chakuriki and have like more impact because of them, or special techniques inside their martial art that can then incorporate it. That's what I would like to see, but maybe that's just me for wanting that and not enjoying the persona entity style stand thing. Maybe that's just me. But oh well. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I realize it was a long outro, long intro, but hey, I had a lot to talk about today. If you enjoyed the episode, as always, leave a like down below. It helps boost the channel. Leave a comment on what you thought of the episode, and don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Summer 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. I also have a Discord server, by the way, which you can find in the description. I've added a bunch of emotes recently to it as well, and posting a lot of news and stuff, talking about future seasons. Like, if you haven't seen the Winter 2021 sequel lineup, go look. There's like 10 sequels on there, like pretty hype sequels that make 2021 pretty hype, and that's just one season so far confirmed. So we'll see how many of those actually stay in that season because of delays, but oh well. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, See you guys later.